What is good, YouTube? I'm back. Happy New Year. I know it's Q2. I don't care. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you guys since the end of last year. I am happy to be back after a much needed break. So it's time for us to catch up. There has been a lot going on in my life and in the world. And that's also part of why I'm like, girl, you need to take a break because between the various changes happening daily with this administration, between trying to keep up with everyday life, between trying to adult successfully, amongst other things, and then having to worry about recording too, it was just a lot. But we are back. We are feeling better. We're getting back into it. So, like I said, first things first, Happy New Year. How is your new year going? Yes, I know it's Q2, but you know, the first quarter for me was more about rest and intentional movement and not like go, 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 because I feel like that's how I was a lot of last year. Have you ever done that? Have you just like taken Q1 as your, like this is my trial period, and then Q2 through Q4, you're like, all right, now it's time for us to lock in. We're about to change our lives for the better. And that's how I feel now. Also, I came across this post, I'll insert on the screen, basically saying that you don't need it to be January 1st to start your new year. So, the new things that have been happening since, I got a new job. Your girl's getting cash monies again. So, if you're new here, I got laid off from my job like a little bit after I had started my YouTube channel. So I had like a year of time to really just do content creation. And your girl didn't get where she expected to be, but that's okay because we're back and we're still gonna try to get where we want to be. But anyhow, I do have a work from home job, so I do work full time and I am gonna be pursuing content creation as well. So that is exciting. New job, new shifts. So be patient with me as I try to balance content creation and working a full time job. But by the grace of God, we are going to be able to do it with success and ease and really thrive. And also, I feel like, I don't know if anybody else feels like this if they're creative, but like being in a different space allows your creative juices to like flow better because you're not focused on that 24/7. So it's like when you do start having creative ideas, you're like, ooh, this and ooh, that, and yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, it's nice. So I'm grateful that I have, a 9 to 5 again while working on my creative passions. So that has been one of the new changes. Another thing that has changed in my life is I went to Umrah, alhamdulillah. I went like mid Q2, or girl, it's Q2 now. I went before Ramadan and it was an experience. I tried to prepare as much as I could before the trip, and honestly, I was not prepared enough. Like, I watched videos, I read articles, things like that, just to really get myself prepared. But like, nothing prepares you for being there, like actually being there. There are so many people, and this is coming from somebody that lived in New York City. Like, New York has nothing on Saudi. Like, I spent time in Medina and I spent time in Mecca. And when I tell you, there are people upon people upon people, there's so many people. But yeah, it was just a unique experience. I would say like go with people that I went with some of my family members and we traveled like with a group, and there was a lot of amazing moments because we went in the winter. Like, it was cold in the States, but it was warm over there, so it felt really nice. We got to see so many cats. We got to pray in the Prophet's Mosque. And like where our hotel was, like literally we could just walk to the mosque, which was really nice. There was lots of like shops and stuff, if you wanted abayas or if you wanted jewelry, if you wanted thicker beads. Like there was just a lot of shops around, and like obviously the further you go away from like the main streets, the more like affordable things are depending on your budget. And I got to touch the Kaaba. Yeah. There was, like I said, a lot of beautiful moments. But with that being said, there is a lot of patience required going on this trip. If you haven't gone before, or even if you're going back, there was a lot of pushing. There was a lot of people, and most of the pushing surprisingly came from like elderly grandmas. And I'm like, what the heck? And they're strong too. So yeah, but I would say nothing could prepare me for being there, like actually being there. And I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to have gone at least once in my lifetime. Inshallah, many more to come. If you guys want more details on that, I can definitely answer in the comments or just make another video. But that was a huge blessing, and inshallah, my du'as will be answered with what I want or better. Say Ameen. Thank you. But yeah, so that was like another exciting thing that recently happened. One of the other things that I have been doing is sewing. I bought myself a sewing machine a few months ago, and I left it in the box. But I recently took it out and I have started sewing. I started with like something simple, making like my own scarves, hijabs, and that wasn't too bad, honestly, because I just basically had to like sew along the edges. But I want to start like getting into more things, like making my own dresses and altering my clothes, and it's going to be trial and error, but I'm excited to do something with my hands. I like hands-on activities, and I think that it's just fun to be creative in different ways. So yeah, your girl has been, sewing a little bit here and there, trying to expand. Also, like, I've sewn before. I've taken classes and stuff like that, but I just haven't been consistent. So I really want to get in my sewing bag and also just improve on my skills. Like, I want to do something for me, and I think that that is an exciting thing to try out and do, And we are back is the other thing. I'm back on social media. Taking the extended break was just needed. I really needed some time away. I even deactivated my pages for a bit just to really focus on me, focus on some specific aspects of my life that I wanted to just take the time to do so. But I'm back consistently now. I will be posting regularly once again. And also, I did want to talk about some lessons really quick. I've said this one before, but one, rest is important. Don't let anybody make you feel like you have to grind 24/7. That is not productive. That is going to lead to burnout. That is going to lead you to just be overly stressed and not putting out your best work. So rest is essential. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't need to rest, because you do. The second one is trusting in delayed gratification. And this is something that I feel like is getting harder as instant gratification is becoming more prominent. And there's so many like things that we as humans want and desire. And speaking for myself, there's a lot of things that like I want or I've prayed for, and I'm like, it's not here yet. But just trying our best to trust the process and lean into delayed gratification, and trust that like when you're supposed to have this specific thing that you want, it's going to happen for you. It's just a matter of timing, and you have to trust that. And sometimes it's really hard to be patient and trust and wait for things to happen in their designated time. So that has just been a important lesson that has been like coming up a lot for me. And I just wanted to share and say, if you feel like you're not where you want to be yet, or you've made like a prayer, you're working towards something and you haven't experienced that, whatever it is, just, try your best to be patient, lean into delayed gratification. Like, our prayers are not an Amazon order, So just keep that in mind as you continue to like navigate. And one more lesson that has really been a theme in my life lately is that no season of your life lasts forever, and which is good and bad. You know, bad in the sense that like there's beautiful moments that you want to, you know, really keep living or experiencing, but you know they have their season and we have to shed that. But on the other hand, it's good because if you're experiencing something that's tough in your life right now, or you're not where you want to be, or you're striving for better, this season isn't forever, and that you will, inshallah, get out of this season and better is coming. And you know, the seasons, just like, you know, summer, winter, spring, and fall, like they all have their designated time. Same thing with our lives. Like there are moments where it is colder and harder and more difficult to like get through, but there are moments and seasons where it's ease and fun and light and happy. And just remembering that, again, no season is forever, and you will get through whatever season you're in, or if you're in a good season, just really be in the moment and embrace that. With that being said, girls and guys, if you're here too, thank you for tuning in. I'm back. I will see you in my next video coming soon. Lock in. Your girl is really trying to take her content to the next level. As you can see, I have a microphone and stuff. But yeah, I really am trying to experiment and be more creative and just have fun with content creation, as well as grow this community here that we've built on this platform. So I'm excited for what's to come. I'm excited to keep growing with you guys. I'm excited to be back on YouTube. I will see you in my next video. Take care.